Here it is, more jewelry that I found while cleaning out a room in my house. I remember doing this. I had forgotten all about doing it, but then I remembered it when I was cleaning that room out and thought, oh, I can't believe I forgot about all of this jewelry in this cute little, picture frame, little jewelry cabinet. So this is what is going to be in today's things. I'm going to begin first with a little bit of crafting. These are some pieces that came in a craft lot from, I believe, yeah, these are the ones that came from Maryland. I believe it's Shady NY, but got this in that box. The chain is shot. It's, well, I mean, it's still like workable as far as, all the links are there and everything. But that is wear, that is not just dirt on this chain. And then I have this that has a little problem with the pendant, but the chain is in great shape. So I'm going to move this chain over to this pendant, and that will be for guess who. And then I'm going to take this pendant, remove the glue from it, and make that part of a purse charm. So the purse charm I will do at another time. Right now I'm just going to remove this chain from this Christina pendant and then just replace it with the chain from the other necklace. So I'm going to leave these jumper rings on the chain, and I might try to plate this chain or something later and use it for something else. So I'm going to close the rings back up so they will stay attached to the chain. The pendant is in great condition. That's my text tone, if you can hear that in the background. My phone wasn't making a sound until I started recording, and then everybody starts to text me. Okay, we'll close this up. The little gap. We'll close that all the way to keep the ring from falling off. And then I'll save that for another project. Now I'm going to remove, not the bigger jump ring, but the smaller jump ring there. I'm going to open that up and take it off of this love pendant and move it over to the Christina pendant. It's going to take just a minute to get this off because it's so tiny. There we go. We'll keep the chain attached and take the pendant side off. And this is the side of the chain that has the clasp attached to it. And I want that on the right-hand side of the necklace. And then do the twisting motion to make sure that the jump ring closes without any gap. And then the name is backwards, of course, so that when it's on, and when you put the clasp side on the right and you're wearing it, and then it's going to be facing the right direction. So we'll take it off just the same way we did on the other side. I like to use the flat-nosed pliers to hold the ring, and then the little rounded needle nose pliers to do the opening part. That's not necessarily how you have to do it, but that's the way that works best for me. Oops, here's the ring, but the chain fell down. So I'll need to hang the chain back on. Ideally, I should be doing this in the light box. You would probably have a much better perspective on it, but I just wanted to do it before I got into this this found jewelry, and I was already set up here on my countertop. You know, I've shown you pictures of that. Okay, now I twisted it, but there's still a little gap right there, barely a tiny little gap. So I'll just squeeze, get a little squeeze, and there it is, closed all the way. And then here is that necklace with this bright golden chain, and that is going to go to, whoops, that's going to go to a friend. I wonder who. I'll tag her so she'll know. But that is the first item. This is going to become part of a purse charm. I'm going to have to remove some glue there. That's why this was in a craft lot. The chain was good. This little pendant is good. But there's some glue there, which it makes it very obvious that there used to be a stone of some kind right there in the middle of that O. So I'll just remove that glue and then let this be a part of a purse charm. I've already got some other elements that this will work really great with, and that'll make a really cute charm. Okay, now moving on, let's see. I'm just going to pick things up by the handful out of this cabinet. Let's see. I don't remember how old these things are. They are fairly old. I just don't remember how old. I've got my testing materials here. Hopefully, maybe I'll need those. Got my Gemma eye right there. And so let's just jump right into it. I actually remember getting this. This is one of the very first pieces I ever got in a, maybe in an ATS box. This coral, and I may, one of my very early shorts, I think, may actually feature this. I may regret having taken all of those things off because I think I've gotten them in a little bit of a tangle. It looks like I did. I'm going to untangle this and I will be right back. Here I am now, and it really is a good thing that I put you on pause while I did that, because it took a long time to get all this undone. You wouldn't think, just from gathering those things out of that cabinet to lay them down on this mat, that they would have gotten that tangled, but it took me more than 10 minutes to get that little tangle undone. But this is the piece I was talking about that I said one of my earlier videos features this, I think, because I'm not really sure what's going on with it. I think it's maybe convertible to be worn different ways. Because it's got this chain and then these two strands of coral with these silver tone spacers, and the chain is silver tone also, but everything has lobster clasps. There's two, well, there's one on each end of the coral. Like both ends of these two coral strands have lobster clasps. And then this silver tone chain, let's see, has two clasps right there. So I'm not really sure what's going on with all of this. If anyone knows, I would love to know. I did research and couldn't really find anything that looks like this. So I'm just going to sell it as a, I guess, some kind of convertible coral necklace. But it is heavy, it's cold, it's beautiful coral. I'll give it a wipe down. It needs that, and I will give it a wipe down. There's some darkening of the silver tone spacers in between the coral beads, but I don't really think that's an issue. It just adds, to me, it's sort of more like a patina that adds to the look of the piece. I will clean the chain, and I'll give the coral a wipe down. But this is what it looks like in this iteration. So you've got this other stuff going on behind it. And then, like, I don't know if maybe it can be also worn this way. And then, of course, you could take the chain off and just wear the chain by itself, or wear one of the strands or the two strands of coral by themselves. Lots of different ways you could wear it, I think. All together with the chain and the coral, It's 16 inches drop to the inside of the first strand, and then the second strand is about 17 inches drop. And if you wanted to wear just the coral strands, it'd be about a 7-inch drop or about a 7.5-inch drop for the longer one. But this is an interesting piece and very pretty, and I would probably list this just because of the amount of pretty coral on here. I would probably list this for about $20 or $25, but I will make it be item number 1. Where did I put my little papers? Here they are. This is going to be item number 1. And I'm going to do this one for $10. That is just beautiful, beautiful, just with all that pretty, pretty coral. So off to a good start. We're going to do, well, my bag's coming undone. Hold on just a minute. So by now, by the time you're seeing this, my celebration video for 500 subscribers will have already been filmed with the Ask Me Anything questions. But I really enjoyed making that one, and I decided to just open that up. Send me questions, even if you're not buying something. Just put in the subject line that it's a channel question or something like that, so I'll know what it is when I see it in my inbox. Just put that in the subject line, and from time to time, I'll just answer questions on my channel on a regular basis. I really enjoyed doing that. Okay, next. Here is a 14 karat gold filled chain, really tiny box chain, and there was nothing with it, but I had this really pretty leaf, which is a brooch, and a pendant. So I decided I would make these. This is gold tone, by the way, the leaf here, and I decided that I would just make this a package deal. The leaf and the chain. The chain is, it's 14K gold filled, about an 8 3/4 inch length. The leaf is almost 2 inches long by about almost 2 inches wide. And you can wear that together like that as a pendant, or you've got the brooch that you can wear separately, and it's in really great condition. Very pretty. And here's the markings on the chain. They're right there on the loop. It's really hard to zoom in enough to see those, but I did do it off camera. And on both sides of the loop, it has a maker's mark and also the 14K gold filled. And it also has it right here on the little closure lever of the lobster clasp. But there it is. And this is a little package deal, and I will do this 14K gold filled chain along with the gold tone brooch pendant, and that's going to be item 2. And now I've lost my pen. Here it is. That's going to be item 2, and we will also do that one for $10. Keeping in mind again, this is a 14K gold filled and this pendant brooch. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to help me reach now past that 500 subscribers mark. And I just want to keep right on growing. Share my videos, share my shorts and everything, and get your friends to watch them and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. And then also, just a little note to you, I haven't reached that point yet where I'm monetized, but the people who are monetized on YouTube, in case you didn't know, they don't earn money on YouTube just because they have a certain number of subscribers. They have to have a certain number of watch hours and whether or not people are actually watching the ads that come up on their channel. So it really does help. If you want to help out your favorite YouTube channels Make sure that you are watching the whole videos and then also watch the ads that come up. That will really help them out more than skipping through the ads. And I know our time is precious, but just wanted to let you know that in case you weren't aware. I haven't reached that point yet. I'm not monetized, but just wanted to let you know for your channels who are, that's how you can do a little bit more to help them out. Okay, these are going to be item number 3, these silver tone little teardrop shaped earrings. They have no wear on them. And they're about a couple of inches, yeah, 2 inches by about 2 inches. They're not super lightweight. They're not heavy at all, but they're also not super lightweight. They feel nice. They have a really pretty filigree design going all the way around. And those are going to be item number 3. And we will do those for, let's do those for $3. Anything you're interested in purchasing, or if you want to send me one of those questions I was talking about, just contact me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com, and we will talk about it there. And then also, if you are interested in saving a little bit on shipping, look at the description of this video and you'll see a description of the monthly shipping option. Okay, next, these are some really nice glass faux pearls. I believe they are faux in glass. Yes, they are. They're a very creamy white, sort of a more bright white, I guess, than creamy white. A nice gold tone safety closure that works very nicely. Let's demonstrate that for you. Very nice. And they're hand knotted in between these beautiful white glass pearls. It has a nice weight to it. That's why I had to rub them together to make sure, because they have a weight very similar to genuine pearls. The length on this, let's see, we'll do a drop length. That's typically how I'm going to measure, just because of space. It's a lot easier to measure a drop length than a total length. And of course all you do is double it for a total length. This is 11-inch drop for these glass faux pearls. And we are going to do those once I find my pen again. I keep losing the darn thing. Oh, here it is. Okay. These will be number 4, and we will do those for just, let's see, we'll do those for $2. These very nice glass hand knotted pearls. That's actually less than half what I would list those for. I would probably list these for probably $6 or $8. Item 4, the beautiful glass faux pearls. Going ahead and writing down the number while it's fresh on my mind helps keep me on track. So I think what I was saying a minute ago is to contact me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com, for anything you're interested in buying or asking about. And then also remember those questions. I really would like to include that as a just a little regular feature from time to time. Okay, here is this is a Leah Sophia. If I can get the focus for you on that little tag there. It's a silver tone chain, which actually looks new. The clasp, I don't see any scratching at all on the clasp. So this probably is new. With little pieces of dyed shell. It looks like confetti. It reminds me of confetti. And this is long enough that it could be doubled up. And then it has a very generous extender on it. So the length on it without the extender is 20 inches. And then there's another almost 7 inches of extender. It has these beautiful little confetti colors. Still plenty of summer left to wear that with your summer outfits. If I can avoid tangling it up while I'm showing it to you. But there it is. That is so pretty. Brand new. I believe it is brand new. Leah Sophia. I'll just call that a confetti necklace. And we will do that necklace for $4. Item number 5. So finding a box full of jewelry that I had forgotten about is something that happened recently when I was going through all those ATS pieces. You may remember some recent videos showed some ATS jewelry that I found that had been put up and forgotten about. And then I found this little jewelry cabinet, and that's almost as fun as finding like anything when you stick your hand in a coat pocket that you hadn't put on since last winter and you pull out some cash. But I digress. Let's get back down to what we're showing you here. And here's a really pretty little butterfly pendant, little speckles. Again, kind of reminds me of confetti. It's a really pale pink background with, it looks like pale pink or maybe like lavender. No, I think that's more of a pinkish. And then greenish and blue, maybe maroon colored little confetti dots. And that pretty butterfly. And this is a really nice chain. I like this chain. I don't see any wear on it. It's a gold tone chain. A lot of times this sort of little tab for the closure, when it's this kind of tab, it'll say Korea on there, but this does not. It has no markings at all, but it's a very nice chain in this sweet little butterfly. And we will do this one. Good thing I didn't forget, because I forgot to write my number down ahead of time. This is number 6, and we will do this gorgeous chain with the pretty little butterfly. We will do that one for $3, and that'll be item number 6. I'm trying to go as quickly as I can. Everybody's gone right now, and that's my favorite time to record, is when the house is empty. Okay, let's see. We will do next, how about this? These 3 little pave set beads with rhinestones all around. None of them are missing. A nice silver tone chain with 0 wear, and the clasp again doesn't show any scratching that I can see, or at least none that would be consistent with this having been used. That's a really nice new looking necklace again. It has an extender, but without the extender, the drop is 8 inches. And you get another 3 inches on the extender. The pendant is about 1 1/4 inch long. There's no brand on it, but it's a very pretty, blingy, but understated. It's not statementy at all. If you like a little sparkle, but you're not a statement type of jewelry wearer, then this would be a good one for you. This one is item number 7. And we will stick with $3 for this new, looks new, little rhinestone pave necklace. When you do send an email to inquire about anything or to purchase anything, all you need to do is put the date that'll be on the title of this video. Just include the date and the number of the item. You don't have to include a screenshot or anything like that. The quickest way for me to find it in my things is if you just tell me the number of the item and and the price. And, well, actually, it might help if you give a little brief description, like, you know, rhinestone necklace, or something like that. All right, here is another silver tone necklace. It's got a drop of 9 inches. Oh, and it has an extender. The extender is about 3 inches. Pretty silver tone chain. Again, no wear. I'm not sure I finished telling you about this at the beginning of the video, but this, I believe, is one of the first few boxes that I ever got from anywhere, and I believe it was ATS, probably. It may have been a blue box. But once I found this, I recall putting these things away in that little cabinet and then totally forgetting about them. But this is all silver tone, except for alternating here with these sort of gunmetal colored little loops. And this is what it looks like. You zoom in a little bit so you're not so far away with some of these things. And there it is. That one's really pretty. Very, well, not really any scratching to speak of. It looks like really the only scratching that's there would be consistent with it just being put away and maybe bumping up against other things. It really doesn't look like it's been worn and handled. And the chain itself, there's no wear on that. Around the back area that would be touching the back of the neck where it's worn, that's usually where wear will show up first. And I see none. So there she is, and it's unbranded, and we are going to do this one. I'm surprised I'm able to keep up with my numbers here. This is number 8, and we will do this pretty one for $2. It really is pretty. So Stacy also recently reached, Stacy Works, her channel is called My Love of Jewelry. She also recently reached 500. If you don't know her channel, it's called My Love of Jewelry, and her name is Stacy. So go check her out if you haven't already. There we go, number 8. I was going to number my number 9 tag, but I lost my pen. But right as I started talking, I found it. Okay, I think I'll keep that right where I'm keeping my little slips of paper. I'll show you this next. This is a series of pins, little pin-up girl pins. Little wheels move. They did these motorcycle pin-up girl style pins. They're numbered for collectors. And it's, I don't know what that says, but it says something right there. Right there. And then it has these rubber backings on it. Like that. These sell regularly. They're for different locations. This one's Washington, D.C. These sell around $25 on eBay very regularly. So I am going to list this one for $25 if I don't sell it here. But I am going to list it here for, I'm going to list it here for $15. And remember, everything I have here in this show is plus shipping. And you can look in the description box, like I had mentioned earlier, for a description of the wrong size, for a description of my monthly shipping option. But just kind of in a nutshell, if you think you might be buying a few things during the month, you can opt for monthly shipping. And how that works is the first time you buy something in a particular month, you pay shipping that time of $6. And then you won't pay any more shipping the rest of the month. You order things and no more shipping will be added unless your total package weight reaches 1 pound or exceeds 1 pound. And if that happens, then I'll tell you the weight of your package, and just to let you know and keep you updated, because then more shipping will need to be charged at that point, because it'll cost more for me to get it to you. But a full description of all of that is in the description of this video. I'm going to go ahead and give you first the length on this necklace. Has a drop of 14.5 inches with a 3-inch extender. Again, it's very new looking. This pretty serpentine, not serpentine, snake chain with no wear on it. Looks very nice and new. The silver tone outline, and then this floral design cut into wood. This is a pretty boho necklace. Or just anybody that likes a kind of a natural, pretty look. The measurements are about 2 1/4 by about 1 1/2. Little bezel set, teardrop shape, boho necklace. Pretty pretty. This one is going to be number 10. And we'll do that one for $2. The pretty boho necklace with the floral cutouts. Looks like it's laser cut. That's really pretty. Remember to watch my channel this Friday. That's when I'll be showing the 500 subscribers celebration video that I filmed today. And I'll be announcing the winners, showing the drawings for those 5 prizes. So make sure you watch Friday, August 8th for that. Okay, here we have a new on the card, A&A, 16-inch, 18-inch, 24-inch. These are going to be total length, which means your drops are going to be 8 inches, 9 inches, and 12 inches. But it's a set of necklaces, all gold tone. Let's see, the longest one here has these little stations on it, and this pendant here, which is, I think, acrylic, a little faux acrylic stone right there. The middle one is, that looks like maybe a serpentine chain with these little gold tone beads on it. And the shortest one, these pretty little wavy links. And this is another acrylic little faux stone there on that one. And here's what this set looks like. Well, I've got them wrapped around each other. Trying to show you what it would look like on. This is giftable. There we go. There those are. And those are very, very pretty. Perfectly giftable. Let's see. There's an original retail of $24 on those. So we will sell those for $5. I had to look for my pen again. Okay, this one is number 11 for $5. I need a bigger bag for this one to accommodate this card. I'm going to try to keep this video at about an hour because it takes a super long time to upload a video that's longer than that. Okay, next, let's see, we're going to be on number 12 next. We're moving around at a pretty good clip. This is a Decree pocket watch. There's no strap on it, no strap intended for it. It's strictly a pocket watch. And it does not, or it needs a battery. And let's see, we'll do this for $5. There is a place in town where I can get a battery put in. They charge $5 to put in batteries. So I'll add the $5 for the battery if you want me to do that. Otherwise, this is going to be just $5. And then if you want me to have a battery put in, It will be an additional $5, and you'll have to let me know that. I don't make anything on having batteries put in. I only pass along what they charge me to do that. So number 13 is coming right up. Let's see, let's do something we have to test. Here's some earrings, marcasites, and I don't know, we'll see what those blue stones are, but these are really pretty. Little swirly hearts. It looks like sterling, but I don't see any marks. So let's see, I'm going to turn on the gem eye. And while that's warming up, we will do a sterling test. Okay, the scratch looks very promising. Let's see what we get. Kind of hard to see, but I don't know if that's my light right here. Let me give it one more try, maybe a wider area to look at. Okay. That has a little bit of blue in it, but then it fades. Let me look closer. Yeah, it showed a little tiny bit of blue and then it faded. I was really surprised because of the scratch. The scratch was so bright and silver. So maybe that's got some plating, but it's very, very pretty. So we're going to now calibrate the gem eye. Okay, and see what it says about these little stones. It's going to be really hard to get the probe tip to not touch metal. Right as I say it, it does that. So where's one that's going to be easier to reach? Okay, that, I did hit metal, but just before I hit it, I know that I was squarely on the stone and it wasn't moving. So these are not genuine. The blue ones are not genuine stones, and this is not sterling, but these are gorgeous earrings. Little marcasites. The necklace, or the earrings, are about maybe 3/4 of an inch. And they're super, super cute. Those are so pretty. So we're going to do those. Those are number 13. We're going to do those for just $4. And then here we go. Number 14. Here is this key necklace. These little silver tone keys. This one has a rhinestone on it. And there's pretty little filigree designs all over the top of these little skeleton keys. Nice looking chain. Oh, this has a maker's mark that I don't recognize. Let's see. NEA maybe? I don't recognize that mark. This needs a wipe down, which it will get, but otherwise it looks like it's in really great condition. It has an extender on it. Without the extender, it's about 15 inches. The keys are 1.5 and 2 inches. The extender is about 2.5 inches. And I think I did not tell you about the lobster clasp right there. This is cute. A lot of people like their key jewelry. I know a couple of people who like it a lot. But there we are. This one is number Lucky 13. Wait a minute. No, it's not. It's 14. We already did number 13. This is number 14. And we're going to do number 14 for $3 for the key necklace. Okay, next, these earrings. These gunmetal colored little acrylic beads, very sparkly. They're about just over 1.5 inches long, silver tone. You'll get new little silicone backs on these. And those are going to be, so those are 15. And we will do those for just $2. To get some more bags out. Okay. The next one's going to be 16. And for number 16, we'll do this. This is something I made, actually. And I forgot about making it, and I forgot about putting it in that cabinet. It's silver tone chain, a layered necklace. I'm going to take it off this little card because I've gotten it twisted around itself. Okay, and what I have on it is these little mushrooms. These little glass mushroom beads with rondelles at the bottom of them. That's just a part of the glass, the brown glass right there on the stem. Then these little rhinestone rondelles at the bottom of each one. And then let's see, is that intentionally knotted? I don't remember. I think that is intentionally knotted right there. And then there's another layer. I gotta get this figured out for you. I made it myself and I'm having to figure it out. There we go. Okay, so there are the little mushrooms, and then this these tortoise colored beads. I think they're acrylic. No, they're glass with a rhinestone rondelle between them. My next one is going to be number 17. I'll go ahead and make the next one after that for 18. Number 17 is this necklace here. It has that loft look, J. Crew's type of look. Let's see, it is loft. Sort of a heavy, chunky curb chain, brass tone, and brass tone settings here. Sort of bezel set, rhinestones. They're all very clear, bright, and shiny. You have these smaller ones and this sort of mouse design right there. And then these larger round ones. The measurements on it are, this is with the extender. The inner layer is about 8 1/4. The longer layer is about 9 1/2. That's with the extender. Without the extender, that shorter layer is going to be very close to being a choker. Yeah, about 7 1/4. drop without the extender, 8 1/4 with the extender on this inner layer. But here's what this would look like on. I can lay that one out nicely because it doesn't have round beads that are going to roll around and make it look weird. There we go. That's so, so pretty. Look how shiny those rhinestones are. Very sparkly. And those do remind me of Mickey Mouse right there. Okay, this one, number 17, we will do the loft necklace for $4. I'm trying to bag this up quickly so I can save time on my video. Let's see, number 18 now. What will I show you next? Let's do this. This is really pretty and heavy. It sort of reminds me of Brighton a little bit. Let's back it out a little. This reminds me a little bit of Brighton. I don't know, with that little halo around, a little bit of Yerman vibe to it. Has a heart cutouts on the back. This is not Brighton or Yerman. Oh, a magnetic closure. That's nice. Silver tone with little gold tone trim on it. It's nice, thick chain with stations. And the stations are even detailed. That's really pretty. This is a nice one. It has a nice weight to it. So your black acrylic stone with gold tone trim, silver tone with the black detail, and it's hollow on the back with the little heart cutouts. That's beautiful. The drop on it is 7 about 1/4. The pendant, this pretty chunky pendant, is about 1 1/2. And there's no extender. You just have the magnetic closure right here. I'll show you what it would look like. Similar, or well, close to what it would look like, I guess, on number 18. And we will do number 18 for $4. All the prices I give on my videos are at usually around half of what I would list them for on eBay, and what they will get listed for if they don't sell from my videos. Let's see, here's a pretty shell necklace. Has this puka shell at the top, which actually I read something about puka shells that a lot of things that are called puka shell are not really. They said one way to tell a real one, it's not a chip, that it's a whole shell, but it kind of looks like a hamburger bun when you look at it in profile. So some interesting research that I read about those. I don't know what kind of shell this is, but it's pretty. This creamy background with dark brown spots. And all of this is on a gold tone chain. No extender. And you would just slip it over your head because there's not a clasp either. The length on it would very easily provide room to slip it over your head. It's got a 14-inch drop. And super, super pretty. Number 19, this one is. And we'll do number 19 for $2. If you want to research that, puka shell, or it's spelled P-U-K-A, and apparently some of them can grow to be really, really large, like a foot or more across. And the distinguishing appearance is that they look like a hamburger bun, according to the articles that I read. Okay, this is one I am going to test. Maybe not the chain. I can tell the chain isn't sterling, but these little beads, are these stations? So yes, these little stations look maybe like they could be. I doubt it, but it's always good to check. But this is leather cord. You have 3 leather cords in gradual lengths. The shortest one, without the extender, the shortest one is about 8.5 inches. The longest is about 10 inches. And with the extender all the way to the end, the shortest one is about 9 3/4, and the longest is about 11.5. So that chain, I can tell that that's not sterling, and these little end caps I can tell are not sterling. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Let's double check. No, those are very coppery. These little stations are also coppery. So you have this leather necklace with silver tone end cap, silver tone extender and clasp, and these silver tone station beads that have this neat look to them, sort of asymmetrical. Let's back out a little bit. And there it is how it would look on. And that one is number 19. No, I'm getting all messed up. The shells were 19. This one is number 20, and we'll do number 20 for $2. This is one that we'll need the bigger bags for. You might be able to hear the dogs in the background there. I live in the woods, and I have an older dog that he will bark at anything and everything. So we're on 21 now. And we will do these little faux pearls next. They have a mark. Oh, these are Leah Sophia also. So these shades of kind of silver, blue, this sort of purpley mauve on a silver tone chain. The blue on here is kind of like a slate grayish blue. And it is a layered necklace. This is really pretty for actually even layering with other things. It's a good transitional color. We're in the transitional season right now, going into fall. Let's see, 11 inches on the shorter layer and 16 inches on the longer layer. Then that is without the extender. With the extender, I'll give you a little bit more length. With the extender, about 13.5 inches, and about 18 inches actually on a longer length with the extender. But look at these nice plush colors. A little bit of wear. Actually, no, it's not wear. I think that's more dirt. So this will get a cleaning, not in the ultrasonic, because an ultrasonic cleaner will destroy the paint on faux pearls. So it'll get a wipe down. But it's still a very plushy looking, luscious faux pearl layered look. And for the Leah Sophia layered faux pearls on silver tone, see, we're going to do that one for $4. I think that's going to need a bigger bag also. Here we go. The Leah Sophia faux pearl necklace. Remember when, if you're interested in purchasing something, remember to tell me the number, the item number, and it'll help with a little brief description. No need for a screenshot or anything like that. Mostly the item number is what I need, and the price is helpful too. This is a pretty layered necklace. Looks like a lot of these are layered today. This has a little tag, which should be a maker's mark, but there's nothing on it. And this is gold tone, but it has a nice weight. Maybe it's made of brass, but it just has this little fluid, I don't know if you can tell, it just has this very fluid feel and look to it. It's 3 layers, and here's what the links look like. I really like this chain. It has a very nice feel to it and a very nice different type of link. It gives it a neat look. Without the extender, let's see, the shortest length, actually it's about halfway up the extender. Let me change that. I like to give you a range from the shortest to the longest. It's going to be about the length of a choker on the shortest length without the extender. It is definitely going to be a choker at 6.5 inches on the shortest length, on the shortest layer that is, and about 7.5 inches on the longest layer, and that's without the extender. With the extender, you're going to have on the shortest layer an 8-inch length and a 9-inch length. This is a beautiful chain. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous chain. Like that, it's very fluid and drapey and just has a nice feel to it. See, this one is number 22. My papers are sticking together. Here. Number 22 is, let's do this one also for $4. If you don't want to do monthly shipping, just specify ASAP shipping. And ASAP things usually go out within, well, ASAP shipping goes out in 48 hours at least. Sometimes it goes out within 24 hours, and sometimes even the same day. It just really depends on like when the transaction is complete and how close that is to when my post office closes. So these earrings are very pretty. They have sort of that 1928 type of look to them, the brand 1928. They have these purpley, sort of more a bluish purple, and then more of a pinkish purple. Little teardrops at the bottom. Oh wait, these are branded. Look at those, are Monet. See that right there? So these Monet earrings, they need a little wipe down on the earring hooks, which they will get. I'm not going to put these in the ultrasonic just because of these little blue beads. I don't know how those are attached, and the ultrasonic can dissolve certain adhesives. So you have these little blue stones here, these sort of golden topaz citrine colored stones there. Then I think these are just little beads, little dark gold tone beads, and then these that hang down, and these are acrylic that hang down right there. The total length from the top of the hook to the bottom of the longest bead is about 2 inches, and at its widest it's about 1 inch across. And here's what they look like from the front and from the back. And those are just beautiful. So number 23 here, these Monet earrings are going to be $5. So next will be number 24. And this is similar type of faux pearls as that Leah Sophia. Similar type color as these. Right here you have the silvery, kind of slate colored faux pearls. You have these faceted acrylic beads in between. And these silver tone large hoops. Let's see, there's a maker here. Oh, it's also Leah Sophia. So let me put those together in case anybody might be interested in maybe layering these. You can see how they look together. So this one is number 21, the one you've already seen here. So if you were to layer it together with this one, you would have this very drippy, lushy, plushy kind of look right here. That's what that would look like. All together. And maybe this could even be doubled up. Let's see. It is long enough that it could be doubled, so you could be like very lushy plushy if you doubled up the longer one here with the hoops on it. And that's what that would look like all together. So a great deal if you wanted to get 21 and 24 together. They're both Leah Sophia. The colors are very close, very similar, and they would layer together and go together very well. So here's number 24. It has an extender on it. See, the length here is, oh, my light went off on my other, there we go. So the length here is 22 inches, and you have about 3.5 inch extender. You have various sizes of these silver tone hoops. Some are round, some are oval, and then the little beads in between, and the silvery slate colored faux pearls. Very drippy and plushy and luscious. Number 24 here, we will do that one also for $4. This beautiful Leah Sophia long necklace. Let me look at the wear on that one. No, it looks new. I can't guarantee that it is, but to me it appears new. Okay, there we go. $4 for number 24. So next, number 25 is this that also has a maker. A lot of makers use this little tag with the single little rhinestone in it, so it's hard to know who it is when they do that. This needs a little bit of a white down, which is it'll get, but it's a silver tone chain with these little stations on it, and the pendant has all these pretty stones, gorgeous stones. You have blues, you have clear ones, this milky white, brown, all different colors. And that's how sparkly it is. Just take a look at that. Sort of shaped like a leaf. It is a long one that will be very good for layering. The length on this one is 15 inches with a 3-inch extender, and the pendant is about 2.5 inches. A little bit of copper showing through right here at the top of the pendant. All the stones are here, but taking into account that little bit of wear right there. Let's see, number 25. We'll do that one for $2. It really is pretty. And I don't think that wear would be very noticeable with so much going on the pendant. And then those two stones, those brownish stones, are kind of coppery colored. So I think it would sort of make all that blend together. And that wear I don't think would be very noticeable at all. And that's a deal at $2. So number 26. These are pretty little crystals, asymmetric, faceted. Sort of golden colored with this iridescent coating on them. They don't have backs, but I'll put backs on those. Let's see, I don't see any marks on them. No, I don't see any marks. And that's what that looks like. And we will do those for, let's do those for $3. Need some more bags for the tinies. Okay, and then, actually speaking of small bags, I need to take this from the beginning of the video and put it in a tiny bag so it doesn't get lost or tangled before I send it to its intended recipient. Okay, so that was number 26, or on 27. This is a little ring, just silver tone with hot pink enamel. And actually, I'll lot that. I have these little tiny silver tone hoops with just the smallest amount of wear, like right there. So I'll put these little tiny hoops. They're about maybe 3/4 of an inch or so across. Together with this ring, which is a size about 8 1/4. I'll lot these together actually for $1. The little hoops and the little hot pink size 8 1/4 ring. Then next, actually I'll put something else even with that. This is a little silver tone bracelet. Sort of a serpentine chain. The size on it is 7 1/2. And we will add that to number 27. So let me take everything back out. So you get the little hoops, the silver tone bracelet, a little hot pink ring, and then actually I'll put this in with it also. This is a little bracelet and it has some wear on it. It says teacher, wisdom, and inspire. And then this little heart on the end of the toggle also says teacher. A lot of filigree designs on it, little glass beads, faux pearls, plastic faux pearls that is. And then the little red beads I think are, those are acrylic also. And it's got a toggle closure. Like that. So school's about to start. Your kid can take that to their teacher, or your grandkids could take that to their teacher. And I'll give it a little bit of a polish if somebody buys it, but I'm going to put all of that together. So this teacher bracelet, the silver tone chain bracelet, the silver tone hoops with just a little bit of wear, the silver tone and hot pink size 8¼ ring. So I need a little bit of a bigger bag for all of that, and that will still be $1 for these 4 items all together. There we go. Next are these little hoop earrings. They are like triangle shaped. They don't have a maker, and only one of them has a back. I'll put backs on both of them. Sort of a rose gold tone. They're really pretty. Don't really show much wear. I really don't see, much wear at all on them. A little bit of light surface scratching. They're 2 inches across and just a rose gold tone. Just simple little pretty hoops, and you will get backs on those. And those are number 28. Will they fit in this size bag? No, I don't think so. They need a bigger bag. So these little hoops we will do for $2. And then here are these little earrings. They are so cute. Sort of a corally peachy orange color. These 5-petaled little flowers. There's no maker on them that I can see. No, there's no maker. They're dangles. And they hang down about 1 inch. And there they are. Those are super cute and super pretty. Those are number 29. And I'll do those also for $2. I think that's everything that well, no, it's not everything. There's a few more things. I had some things laying over here that I had been piling the items I've already gone through. I've been piling them on top of some of the things I had laying to the side. So I almost ended the video without getting to everything. This is Jenny Bird. If that will focus. Right there, Jenny Bird. It's a layered necklace. That seems to be kind of a theme of the day. It has that kind of style to it. And then here's the pendant. The sort of free-formed gold tone. Sort of horn style, I guess, pendant. And this looks like it has no wear on it on the chain. And not on the pendant either. This looks like it could be new. Without the extender, the shorter layer is 8 inches on the drop. The longer one is about 9 3/4. You have a 2.5 inch drop, and the pendant is about 1 3/4 of an inch. So this very pretty Jenny Bird necklace. Oops, there we go. The chain silver tone and the pendant is gold tone. And then that one is number 28. Oh no, I'm out of the 20s. I keep getting mixed up. This is number 30. I need a numbering assistant who can keep me on track. So number 30, the Jenny Bird necklace. We will do that one, and it looks new. We'll do that for $5. Looks new, Jenny Bird. gold tone and silver tone layered necklace. Number 30 for $5. We are winding down. Let's see, this one is unbranded. It does have this cute little rhinestone that hangs off the end of the extender, and it's another layered necklace. It has these pretty little sort of confetti charms. Oops, I'm way off camera. It has these little confetti charms and little like dangly faceted beads. That was the gem eye turning off. It turns off itself to keep from overheating. And it's gold tone. This will get a bath in the ultrasonic cleaner. The length on this one, without the extender, is about 7 1/4. And then the extender is about 3 inches long. Just a simple, delicate, pretty necklace. A little bit of sparkle from the confetti pieces, because they'll move around. And then the little faceted beads also give a little bit of sparkle. And let's see, let's try to lay this out. That's about how it would look on. There we go. Number 31 is going to be $2. We have one more piece and then a handful of more things that I upcycled and had in this cabinet that I forgot about until I saw the cabinet. This is this little crescent-shaped pendant with a little bit of texturing on it. It's all silver tone with this rope-style chain. No maker, no extender. It may have had a maker's, like a hang tag, because there's a ring right there that may have been holding a, there it is, right there, that little tiny ring. Probably used to have a hang tag on it at some point. But here's what it would look like on, sort of. The length, and there is no extender on it. The length is about 7 1/2. That's a pretty one. And that one is going to be number 32. And we'll do that one for $2 also. And then, yes, that is all of the pieces. There's more in that cabinet. I'm not going to get them out now because I think the video is long enough. After I go, oh, I forgot to put the number and the price in that little bag. I started doing that actually because writing on the bags, I would end up with Sharpie ink all over my hands by the end of the video. So that's why I started getting these little slips of paper out and putting those in the bags. So this was a really big necklace that was torn all up and had bad parts on it. And I had taken it apart and made a bunch of different pieces with it. And then somehow they ended up in this cabinet and I forgot about them. So if you've watched some of my older videos, you may have seen these before, but I'll just go through them. I cannot remember what kind of necklace these came from, what brand or anything, but it's silver tone. The chain isn't, I don't think the chain is original to the necklace that these pieces came from. I really don't remember, but I think I got the chain from another source. But here we go. There's this necklace. And then I'll pull it up here and zoom in so you can get a closer look. It's these sort of teal, aqua, turquoisey colored little acrylic stones set in silver tone with the silver tone chain and lobster clasp. Just very simple. And then if you want matching earrings, here they are. The earrings are about 2 inches, a little bit more than 2 inches long. Zoom back out. They're a little bit more than 2 inches long from the top of the hook to the bottom of the earring. But you can see how they would go very nicely. Or they may go with this one. Oh, I remember doing this. Okay, I made this pendant sort of like this. This is what this necklace looks like. Let's come out a little bit more. There we go. So I have this part, this little pendant dangling down from some chain on both sides, and that's what it looks like. I enjoyed making that. I like making things that are a little bit different. And then these earrings would go with that one as well, if you wanted to make that a set. So we will do, this is number 33 for the earrings. We'll do these earrings for $3. And let's see, the necklace. This one took a lot more work. It's going to be 34. And we'll do that one for $5. That's the one with the unusual pendant drop that hangs from the 2 chains. And then number 35. This one took less work and there's less material involved with it, so we'll do this one for $3. And that one is number 35. And I think that is everything for this time. There are a few more things in that cabinet still, but I will do those in, I don't know, maybe in next week's video, or maybe I'll put those up in shorts later during this week. But there are these 35 items I have in this week's video. Here they all are, and I very, very much appreciate you spending a little bit of your time with me today. Thank you so, so much. If you enjoyed the content, I ask that you would subscribe if you haven't already, that you would share it with a friend that you think might also enjoy it, that you would comment and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.